Breadheads, Ty and Eric back in the booth.
Breadheads.
You're hitting those notes pretty good. Let me try. Breadheads.
I was going for more of like a foghorn.
Dude, that's what they called me in high school, the foghorn, because of how low I can go.
Oh, I thought they called you the beep horn.
Yeah, I'm known by many names, Eric.
Yeah. It's a rarity that I censor myself this early on the pod.
Wow, yeah.
I usually just let it fly.
Well, we have a lot of new listeners, and they need to be hazed into Think Fresh lore. So
That's right.
Feel free to just let it spray, man.
That's right, man. If you're new here because your favorite podcaster posted about us, then welcome.
Yeah. Well, we are a podcast previously about Subway, currently about Subway as well.
That's right. I don't know what that means. I just agreed with you blindly.
We used to be about Subway. We still are, but we used to be too.
We're about Subway in spirit, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we present Subway, but our actual pronouns are that guy.
For sure. Cheese and toasted are my pronouns. Dude,
right
so let's just get the Subway news out of the way right at the beginning.
You have news for me?
Yeah. Then we can talk about Diddy. Then we can talk about the hurricane. But let's get the important stuff done first.
Okay.
Subway is coming out with a new sandwich.
No fucking way.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 sec. Yes, so Subway is coming out with a new footlong variety. This is not abnormal. We seem to be this is a recurring segment for us once a month. Our newsfeed is graced with a new sandwich, but
Yeah.
it's not very often that the new sandwich comes with a new ingredient. And I'm going to tell you all about that, Eric.
Brand new ingredient?
Brand new ingredient. And
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about this one.
So, okay, you're right. That is rare. Let's just get into it.
Let's get into it. I'll tell you about the sandwich. It is the Subway nacho sandwich.
Subway nacho. So there's chips?
There's no chips, which is ironic. I think the bread is just extra crispy.
Oh, what?
Yeah. But
where's the new ingredient, Ty? This is... You're throwing me for a loop here.
Well, it's not my fault. I'm just reporting on the news here. If you don't like the name, blame the way.
Oh, I've been blaming the way for a lot of ailments in the past.
Dude, a lot more than the tummy aches.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So
Subway ruined my marriage.
Ask me anything.
So the new ingredient blessing our sandwiches is nacho cheese, Eric.
Okay.
It's very seldom we get a new cheese variety and a new sauce variety at the same time.
Okay.
And this shit's both. Because it's like that
Too
crappy ass... This is like the stadium cheese, you know? The stuff that gets
yeah.
squirted out of the cheese box at 7-Eleven.
Right. The neon cheese that you kind of squirt over a box of Tostitos.
Exactly. So you can make a radioactive sandwich.
Got it. Yeah, dude. Very few things will survive the nuclear holocaust. This will be one of them.
Dude, yeah. And you could, too, survive it if you consume enough of these things.
Wow. Yeah, if you eat too much of the nacho cheese, you'll turn orange, and you'll survive a nuclear attack from Russia.
Yeah, dude, you look like SpongeBob. You eat too much.
Damn.
So I'm pretty excited about this, obviously. I love having the new sauce, but also the opportunity to add this pre-toasting is pretty cool. You know,
yeah.
It's like one of the marinara you load up before a little toast action.
So this is going to be a hot cheese, right? These are important questions. It's not just going to be liquid queso from the jar. You know?
I don't think so. I think it's got to be served hot.
Okay, cool. I hope so.
We can only pray.
Damn. Fellas, is it gay to have someone squirt hot cheese all over your sandwich? Because, I don't know if I want my sandwich to be piping hot in that kind of way.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there's some piping happening for sure. I want the cheese hot because only for the reason of if that shit is ice cold when it hits the sandwich, I just feel like it's gonna harden like plastic on the footlong. You can probably see a squirt line. It would look like a little snake across it. Just there's no viscosity there.
So, okay, my question for you then, follow up, is what comes stock on the nacho cheese sandwich? Because the cheese obviously is a game-changing ingredient. I'm doubtful that I'll feel okay after eating it, but it is a big change, and so they have to like kind of prescribe what the rest of the sandwich is going to be for me.
It totally makes sense. They need to give you a recipe because people just don't have that creative instinct in them. That dog. I'm trying to figure that out right now, Eric. There's a few forums that are describing it. Maybe I can just find a photo of this thing. It specifically got chicken in it. I can tell you that much.
Spicy nacho chicken. I see a Reddit thread.
Oh, I see that too. Oh, this helps. It's made with rotisserie-style chicken, green peppers, red onions, jalapenos, cheddar cheese sauce, and some sort of creamy sauce, maybe ranch.
So it's kind of giving quesadilla.
A little bit. This review I'm looking at describes the sandwich as fairly ambitious.
Yeah, you got to be ambitious to take this on. That's for sure.
Oh, they added a crunchy thing too. Hold up. What's this all about?
That's what I was kind of getting at. I can see how there's some crunch being added here.
Yeah, because nachos are infamously crunchy, and
Yes.
Subway bread, even double toasted, is infamously chewy.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a discrepancy here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So my first thought was, oh, you just get a free bag of Doritos and you just throw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would make the most sense. But I think they've actually added another ingredient, Eric.
Talk to me.
I'm trying to figure it out live on air.
It looks like the fried onions, if I'm just being critical here.
That's what it is. Oh, bro. No, it's not. It's described as little fried crunchy bits.
Ah, yes.
But it has an official name. Sub Crunch. I can't make this shit up. Sub Crunch.
I just puked in my mouth.
Yeah, dude. Just like little deep fried pieces of dirt.
Yeah, it kind of looks like what they scrape out from underneath the toaster.
Yeah, it does.
And they just like sprinkle that on.
That's probably where they get the crunch from, is whatever's left over at the toaster at the end of the night.
Yeah. Free crunch.
Yum. Dude, what a forbidden sandwich. That's nasty.
So is this launching in Canada? Do we have access to this monstrosity?
I'm going to have to do another Google search to let you know that. Where is the nacho footlong launching? Still don't know. Maybe in Canada. Likely, like, I feel like we are the Canadian market is sometimes first on the scene. It's either Canada or Japan gets it, you know? Or Subway Ireland for some reason.
Yeah, Subway's big over there. I feel like and Korea too. Let's not forget
Korea,
about
true.
our Korean brethrens.
Yeah, they like all things foot themed.
Yes. Simply yes. Yeah, they give us the freakier stuff sometimes, and I'm not sure why. Do they think that we want that?
I don't know. I feel like the Canadian diet is pretty conservative, so it's kind of confusing. Maybe everyone's like got a little bit of a freak in the sheets kind of thing when they walk in a Subway alone. They don't think anyone's looking, and then they get a little nasty with it. You know, but then presents as very clean consumer. You know, I like a salad. I like a bowl. Wouldn't go near a handheld.
Right. It's the Canadian tuxedo.
It is
personified as a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Presents like rugged, but just at the end of the day, it wants to be in a uniform.
Yeah, dude. We all just want to feel something.
Yeah. All of us just want to color match.
So, are you having this nacho cheese? Are you going to put this in a footlong? I know you got to try it.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of a little green lettuce mixed with my orange goop. I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of it either, Eric, and I'm actually really excited for this radioactive meal.
Yeah, this will be a nice upgrade to the Veggie Delight. Do you think so?
One might say it's even more delightful.
Oh.
But I think I'm only going to really eat... This is only going to make it into my mainstay order if I'm always drunk at Subway. Because I think it will help satisfy that craving. And maybe that's part of the move here, is to appeal to the late night consumer of Subway sandwiches.
That's right. Yeah, when it's 2 a.m, you've just made some bad decisions.
What's one more?
Yeah, what's one more? Or you can right your wrongs by getting the cheese at Subway. You know, everyone gets the sandwich that they deserve at the end of the day, you know?
That's true. You've made your sandwich, now you have to eat it.
Exactly. Dude, these motherfuckers want to make their sandwich and eat it too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, how dare you?
So it's for the late night drunk. It's for game day too. Like Subway is continuously affiliating themselves with the observation of sports. And there's nothing like eating plastic cheese while observing sports.
Oh, dude. If I play my cards right, Ty, I might actually get the opportunity to do that today.
Oh, really? Tell me more about that.
Because I'm going to the Vancouver Canucks home opener tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Wednesday. And, yeah, I'll be sitting close to the Sports Center, Sportsnet bar, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Is it the Score? I don't know.
Oh, they don't score.
They don't score. They just get scored on.
Yeah. It's called the empty net.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's going. Congratulations. That's really cool. You get to see the failing Canucks perform on opening night. That's a lot of pressure on them.
I was trying to make like a pull the goalie joke.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get there.
That's okay. I got nothing for you. You're not really a hockey guy, so this is big for you.
I would say it's quite big for me. I will be seated hopefully close to the ice, but I will have the opportunity to get some kind of cheese on carb action going, whether it's a bun or a plate of chips. I'm sure I could figure it out. And yeah, that while watching sports and drinking a Budweiser is like the perfect Wednesday afternoon.
What a combo. I was at one of the Vancouver's MLS team, the Whitecaps game the other night, and they sell these cans of Coors Light that are the size of my head, Eric. It's like 3 pints in one can. It costs like $100. And I'm drinking this thing, and it's just it was so much beer. I had to share it with Bae. I couldn't do it, and I felt it's emasculating almost to like hold it, like for your arm to hurt from holding up the can.
Dude, yeah. When you have to use 2 hands to hold a can of beer.
I feel like a little child.
Exactly.
Dude, it makes me feel like I'm the size of one too.
Totally. So, but it's also like quite fun for a grown man to have to use all of his strength to drink. You know what I mean?
It's
like
a good application of the strength.
100%. Like Oktoberfest kind of thrives around that idea. Like how much beer can one hold in their hand, you know?
Yeah. It's a point of pride, you know? You do a keto diet all year just so you can hold like 40 ounces of beer in one hand.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, and shout out to the waitresses over in Munich who are able to hold like 6 pints in one hand.
It's funny because when I think of like a traditional stereotypical German woman, I imagine them
knockers, right?
Big, yeah, giant milkers, but also giant biceps. Like I feel like they're like their upper half is toned and muscular.
Yeah, they've survived the winter. You know?
Exactly, and I don't know if it's because of just like it's cold there, or because there's a lot of female servers and they have to carry around all these pints.
Ty, who do you think had to hold down the fort while the Nazis were invading everyone else?
That's true. That's a full-time job at home.
Exactly. They're at home. They're milking the cows, you know, toning those triceps, and pouring kegs for their boys when they came home.
That's
if
true.
they came home.
Let's pray they come home.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
They don't need to.
Fair enough. I just realized why I made such a stupid comment there is because I was thinking about how I fell into an accidental gender stereotyping that the woman is the homemaker, or that the woman is even the server. They could be working in the mines, Eric. They could be working on the construction site. The German subway could be filled with blue-collar female workers. How's that for an alternate reality?
A scary one. Because now that I think about it, Ty, every time a woman makes my sandwich, like I'm expecting more. I'm expecting it to be better. More love is put into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think a man can make a sandwich for another man and put his heart and soul into it the way a woman could.
Not at all. He's not going to tenderly place the cucumbers in a decorative fashion.
You're totally right. But I'm constantly surprised in that they're just like incompetent at Subway. Have you noticed this?
Like, regardless of gender.
No, I'm specifically saying the women are not as good at making Subway sandwiches. Why is that? It goes against my intuition.
Maybe because she hasn't had a chance to connect emotionally with you first. It's like women don't usually like to jump into a physical connection right away.
I wouldn't say anything is getting physical at some point.
It's getting physical in the sense that you are commanding that she do physical things.
God damn it. Toast my buns, will ya?
Exactly. So you can see how that power discrepancy can create an uncomfortable environment for a female sandwich artist.
Toast my buns and spread my meat, will ya? At once.
Dude, you got to start talking to your sandwich artist like that. That's pretty funny.
Dude, when next time I'm going to Subway, I'm wearing the BMT Enjoyer t-shirt, and I'm just turning around, pointing at the back. This is what you got to use.
Breadheads, if you want to embrace your introversion and order a footlong like Eric, pick up the BMT Enjoyer t-shirt on shop.thinkfreshpodcast.com. It's got the ideal BMT ingredients list on the back.
The instructions are on the back.
Yeah.
You know, just like, you know, your bottle of Ozempic.
Take 100, take 20.
Exactly.
No meal.
Exactly.
Kind of ironic if on the Ozempic container it says like eat with a meal.
Oh yeah, take with food.
Take with food.
But not too much.
Yeah, just like a couple bites.
Yeah, exactly. It's ineffective if you still eat the same amount, I heard.
Yeah, is it actually? I don't really I'm hearing so much lore about Ozempic. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I'm not a doctor.
Like, is it going to grow my hairline back?
It might not.
Oh, wow.
I think...
Will Ozempic put hair on my balls?
Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, for most people, they'll be able to see their balls again, so that's a plus.
That's true.
I think... I'm not a doctor, but from what I understand, it just reduces your appetite. There's, like, side effects, obviously, but the main, like, benefit is you just don't want to eat as much, which is the problem for most fat people.
Right. So you can remove what, as the Germans call, the Berlin gut between the eyeballs and the balls.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. East meets West in this stunning episode.
North and South.
Yeah. Speaking of Ozempic, Ty, there's some, like, light Kanye news.
Oh, tell me more.
It's been rumored that Kanye and wife Bianca are not doing so great. They're not doing so hot, Ty, and divorce is not off the table.
Just divorce is never off the table with Mr. Kanye West.
Exactly. Wake up, Mr. West.
Wake up.
But he was apparently... I don't know what he was doing, actually. I know Bianca was visiting Australia, mate.
Back heading home. That's
Heading
never good
home.
when she goes home alone.
Dude, no one... Exactly. If someone's going to Australia, they're deeply troubled.
Yeah. It's escapism.
It really is. So they haven't been seen together in quite some time, and they were inseparable early on. I don't know if you remember. But rest assured, Ty, they have been spotted together at Dover Street Market, Ginza.
Good. Ginza, of course.
Yeah.
I saw Ye was at Nigo's restaurant too.
What'd you say now?
Nigo? Just to clarify.
The Asian guy, yes.
Yeah, the Asian guy. Ye and Baby Keem were dining together.
Oh, shit.
No Bianca in sight. What's going on here?
I don't know. Maybe
Off
he's...
and on.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, maybe they've just, exited the honeymoon phase, and they're just living normal lives now, just like everyone else. They don't spend every minute together. Most couples don't. If anything, it's good for the relationship.
That's true. You need to continue to grow independently.
Yeah, that's right, breadheads. Take note.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta separate the sauce from the meat.
That's right. Cut down on the sauce. Cut down on the inches, and you might be better off for it.
Yeah, dude. That's the only way you're gonna grow the meat. Well, that's pretty wild.
I'm just looking at my laptop, checks notes. The only fucking bullet point I have on this is Kanye's ideal partner is a sandwich artist. I don't know why I wrote that down. I'm trying to remember like what traits the sandwich artist has that Kanye would be into. Can you help me out here?
Yeah, I think he's in. I feel like he's a dominant personality. So having a sandwich artist who's a bit more submissive is good for him.
Yeah, somebody who is able to make food for him, I think, is really nice. Yeah, I think he craves that kind of like love and affection.
Yep.
Acts of service.
Acts of service for sure. He also likes probably the big buckets that the food's in.
100%.
Like all that dairy in the cheese bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can see it working out.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I mean, it's tough because all creatives need a muse, right? And a sandwich artist doesn't really make a good muse. They are... I feel like two artists cannot really be in a relationship for too long because unless they're muses to each other. But Kanye and your run-of-the-mill sandwich artist are at different like tiers of artistdom, and I think
I mean, one is a Grammy-winning producer, and the other one is putting meat on bread. Obviously, it's different levels.
yeah, well, it's kind of like apples and oranges. It's kind of like green peppers and red peppers, you know.
Same, but not so different.
Yeah, one's a banana pepper. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't taste at all like banana. It's
Yeah, dude.
weird. So I don't know if his ideal partner is a sandwich artist, but maybe he needs to mix it up. The type of girl he's going after right now clearly isn't working. Perhaps a different approach.
I think so. It's hard to say because he really loves those racially ambiguous, big-bootied ladies.
It's true.
So, yeah, it's going to be hard for him to find that at Subway. The big booties are plentiful.
Yeah.
But, like, his standards, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't need a BBL when you can just eat, like, 12 inches of sandwich every couple days. You're gonna get the same results, maybe even faster.
That's right. And if you're in Uruguay, it'll be even easier.
Maybe.
I mean, you have a head start, let's just say.
Oh, because you're physically closer to Brazil.
Yes.
Cool. The proximity.
And physically closer to looking like you have a BBL.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with all of the lore surrounding the process of procuring a BBL.
So this is why we gotta get off GeoGuessr.
Yep.
And we gotta start playing BBL Guesser.
That's gotta be a thing.
Yeah. Or what's something that rhymes with Geo?
Geo, VO, BO, BO. There's something our listeners got a lot of.
That's right.
Burn. Gotcha.
If you could spot a woman and be able to perfectly guess their genetic makeup, I think that's a skill in itself.
Yeah,
like there's a rainbow out there that is specializing in mixed race bodies.
100%. And they are in an admin in like the world's just grossest forums. But this is the thing, is there's like a subset of men that like their specialty is identifying women based specifically off like a body part. Like zoom in on a kneecap and they'll be like, oh, that's, I don't know, Sydney Sweeney's kneecap.
Dude, they're an admin on the Joe Budden subreddit.
Yeah, probably. Sure. Like, and the amount of time guys will invest in this kind of stuff, it's just so weird. Like, I'm so glad that I picked a very wholesome topic for my autistic traits to kind of linger on, which is this podcast. Yeah. So
I mean, there's no rules, Ty. We can talk about anything. This is our show.
That's true.
So, as we've proven.
Do you have a favorite celebrity kneecap?
No. Who's got the best knees in the game?
Dude, Lieutenant Dan.
Who's that?
From Forrest Gump.
Oh, that's a guy?
Yeah. Dude, big knobs on the end there. No, nothing beneath it. He's all cap.
That's good stuff.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think who got the sturdiest knees of the bunch.
It's hard to say. You don't have to pick a female here. Like, we appreciate the human body on this podcast.
There's probably a Olympic volleyball athlete who has the best knees. I just don't know of them yet.
Yeah, probably. Dude, sports will either make your kneecap look completely deformed or sculpt it into the perfect specimen. It's gonna go one way. You don't know until you start playing.
Yeah. I think it's gonna swing wildly. Like it'll start perfect, and then when you're like 60, you'll be in a wheelchair.
Right. That's the destiny.
It
That's
is
what they
it
don't
is.
tell you when you sign your NBA contract.
Mhm.
You know, they're like, yeah, we're going to give you $8 million, but in 10 years, you'll never walk again.
Yeah. What's that website where people rank or they rate your feet?
I have no idea. Is that a thing?
I don't want to Google it, but there's a site where you can post your feet, and then the community will rate it out of 10. And if you're an NBA athlete, I'm pretty sure you'll be rated very low.
Yeah, 100%. Because your feet are all chewed up from...
Yeah, you're putting in work. You're pounding the hardwood.
For sure.
Pause. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So what happens when you go hard in the paint, as they say?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of footwear, Ty, do you think sandwich artists care about what kind of footwear they're wearing? Like, I know we can't see it, but it's got to be comfortable, and I'm going to assume that it's got to be a black non-slip as part of the contract. Black Air Force One comes to mind.
Yep.
Maybe some thick boy Hokas.
Mm-hmm. Something ergonomic, something that's not too controversial. Obviously something affordable.
Yeah.
Because you're working on this on an artist's salary.
Yeah, replaceable. You know what I mean? If you
Replaceable.
drop an egg on it, you can just throw it out.
And okay, so you're probably right, but I feel like I've seen so many cursed looking photos online of just like the camera angles like around the corner looking in on the sandwich artist. They think nobody's around and they're sitting on the counter in their bare feet and they're like
God.
examining their toes. Have you
Dude.
seen these types of images
Yeah.
caught on CCTV?
They all originate from one place, Ty.
Where is that?
India.
Oh, really?
Or maybe not. Maybe they're everywhere, but the culprit's the same.
It's just, I've never seen a sandwich artist's foot, which is ironic given that all they do is produce foot-long things.
I mean, recently I've seen someone separating the ham with their foot.
Well,
Sitting
what?
cross-legged on the counter.
There's
using-
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're always sitting on the counter.
and cross-legged. And they're using their big toe, the space between their big toe and their second toe,
No.
to split the ham in order to, like, I guess arrange it neatly in the bucket.
What were they doing with their fingers? Are they too busy on like whatever Tinder sandwich artists use?
That was his name, ironically.
You're funny, Eric.
Thanks.
That's nasty though.
It is.
Like, it kind of plays into the Subway brand a little bit, lore, to like be more feet centric.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah, but I've never otherwise seen the feet. I don't know what's going on down there. They could, based off of this limited evidence, they're all barefoot.
Mm-hmm. I hope I never have to see a sandwich artist's foot in person. I haven't to this day, and let's just hope it stays that way.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't think I need to go on any feet rating websites because I realized I just don't like looking at feet.
You don't?
No, you like looking at feet?
I like a little foot.
You like a
I
little
like a
foot.
little foot action. Why not?
I mean, I just feel like they're too utilitarian.
I mean, everything on the human body is utilitarian. Nothing exists purely for form. Everything has a function.
I think we've kind of moved past the need for a mustache.
Yeah, potentially.
All facial hair, really. The beard is doing nothing but helping, like, sharpen off that lack of chin, you know?
Hides the double.
Hides the double.
You're probably right. Facial hair, not as needed. But, like, eyebrows, for example, they protect arguably one of the most valuable things on your head, which is your eyes.
What about, Eric, earwax? Riddle me that.
I know it's important. I know you're not supposed to, like, fully, like, yank it all out with a Q-tip. That can cause problems. I don't know exactly what it's for, I'll just admit, but I think it has to do something good. Otherwise, why would we have it?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. I don't think it has a purpose anymore. Maybe at one point.
Maybe it traps dust from going all the way into your eardrum.
Oh, maybe it does, actually.
Like, it's, it's sticky. Kind of like the chimichurri.
I think it would be cool if earwax existed to catch the bad advice that your co-host is whispering in your ear.
Dude.
Make sure it doesn't make it all the way to the cranium.
Those are ear facts, Ty.
Ooh. Well said.
This has been an episode of Think Fresh Podcast. I think we got to wrap it up, Ty.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Breadheads.
Thanks for listening. Shop the merch site if you haven't already. And thanks to those who have. Really appreciate the
Thanks
support.
for supporting the bod.
That's right. We keep our margins low, just unlike Subway, because we want to make sure we get it to you at a good price.
Yeah, thanks to you breadheads, we do not have to reinstate our OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
We can go another month.
The OnlyFans has been temporarily retired.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks for listening. Talk to you later.
Ciao.